Good morning, and welcome to the Todd County Board of Commissioners regular board meeting. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. The time is 9 a.m. We will now, all commissioners are present, along with the auditor treasurer and the coordinator. We will now stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Then we will start out with the oath of office.
I, Barbara Becker, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office of County Commissioner, First District, of the County of Todd, to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge, ability, and understanding. Bob Byers. I, Bob Byers, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office of County Commissioner, Third District of the County of Todd, to which I've been elected to the best of my knowledge, ability, and understanding. Okay. Randy Newman. I, Randy Newman, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office of County Commissioner, 5th District of the County of Todd, to which I have been elected to the best of my knowledge, ability, and understanding.
With that, I would ask, thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Then I would ask if there are any amendments to the agenda.
Yes, Madam Chair, I have an amendment to add 8.8. The county coordinator will be presenting a BAF for a grant opportunity.
Okay,
And then also, just so you know, in 6.3 under the consent, there is a correction to the wording in the BAF. It doesn't change the BAF, they just had a wrong title in there. So they did correct that and submit it to me in time.
okay. Okay. Are there any other amendments to the agenda? If not, I'd ask for a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Nazca, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Denny. Discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And carries. The next is the board organization, and I would ask for, usually we do a rotation of the board, and so I would ask for a motion for a board chair. Is there a motion for a board chair?
I will move Commissioner Byers.
Okay, Commissioner Byers has been nominated. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Any other nominations? If not, all in favor of Commissioner Byers?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? and carries. Commissioner Byers, congratulations.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Okay, at this point, we would like to establish the board position of vice chair. So I'd like to ask for a nomination from the board for our 2025 vice chair.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Denny.
Thank you. We have a nomination for Commissioner Denny to be the vice chair for 2025. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded. Any discussion, or should I say, any further nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing no other nominations, I'd like to have a vote for Tim Denny as the vice chair of 2025. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Carried.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Onward to agenda item number 6, potential consent items.
All right, that'd be me. Consent items today are the meeting minute approval for December 30th, 2024. Hire social worker Ashlyn Liskey, start date to be determined. Hire social worker Christine Lorenzen, start date to be determined. Yeah, that's it. So you,
That's it?
yes.
On to number 7.
That's Catherine, that's a different one. Number 7 is Todd County Wag,
Okay,
Unit Corrections. So now you'll just look for a motion to accept.
I'm sorry.
it. No, you're okay.
So can I get a motion to accept the meeting minutes from December 30th, 2024?
All potential.
I'm sorry, can I get a second, can I get a motion to approve the potential consent items?
So moved to approve all potential consent items.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And carried. Okay, agenda item number 7, we have the Todd Wadena County Corrections Resolution.
Morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kathy.
Morning. Today I have a request for the board to adopt a resolution appointing membership to the Todd Wadena Community Corrections Executive Committee and Advisory Board. In accordance with Minnesota Statutes, Chapter 401, in 1976, Todd and Wadena counties entered into a joint powers agreement and established Todd Wadena Community Corrections. As part of the joint powers agreement, memberships of the Todd Wadena Community Corrections Executive Committee and Advisory Board need to be appointed by the boards of commissioners in Todd and Wadena counties. So right after this meeting, I will hop on to the Wadena County Board meeting and have the same request for them. The resolution, Mr. Chair, starts out with appointing membership to the Executive Committee, and then it further resolves that members be appointed to the Advisory Board. Typically, at this point, I ask the board to please identify the 2 Todd County Commissioners that will be appointed to the boards, and then ask the board to adopt the full resolution.
Thank you. So we have our 2 board members that we are going to represent us on the Todd Wadena County Corrections. And those are,
Byers, usually it's Commissioner Noska and myself.
okay,
And I would just as soon remain on the board.
Yeah, as would I. Yep, I would like to leave it the same.
Okay.
so we have Commissioners Becker and Commissioner Noska to represent Todd County on the Corrections Board.
You're going to have a motion for that.
What's that?
You're going to have to ask for a motion.
And I will need a motion to approve Commissioner Becker, Commissioner Noska on those board. Do I have a motion, please?
So move.
I have a motion from Commissioner Newman. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Unopposed? Okay, motion carried then.
Mr. Chair, now I would appreciate the board deciding whether or not to adopt the resolution appointing full membership to both boards.
Great. So now we will move to ask for a motion to approve the resolution as written.
I'll move to approve that resolution as written.
Thank you, and I have a second?
Second.
Second by Becker. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And motion carries.
Thank you very much.
So slowly getting my stride here.
Doing just fine.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to County Auditor Treasurer with warrants.
My first item today is the auditor warrants. Background was sent for review. Recommendation is to approve the December 2024 auditor warrants with an ACH and a manual payment totaling in the amount of $484,087.37.
Okay, we have a auditor warrant to be approved here. Can I get the amount of $3,848,087.37? Is there a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Becker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Newman? And we will have any discussion at all? If not, we'll have a roll call.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Denny?
Yes.
Commissioner Nazca?
Yes.
Commissioner Byers?
Yes.
All right, very good, thank you. My next item then is establishing the official publication newspaper. 2025 official newspaper designation, background Minnesota statute, chapter 375.12 requires an annual letting of bids for publication to be held for the publication of official proceedings of the official Todd County board meetings and notices. And we received one bid, and I have that present here for Legal Pub from the Long Prairie Leader. We'll open that. And so it comes from the Long Prairie Leader, and it states that the Long Prairie Leader, on behalf of the Leader and the Independent News Herald and Staples World, respectfully submit a bid of $18 per column inch for the designation of official newspaper of Todd County. This represents no increase over 2024. The Long Prairie Leader will act as the lead newspaper under a joint publishers agreement signed by the Long Prairie Leader, the Independent News Herald of Clarissa, and the Staples World of Staples. Additionally, the Long Prairie Leader will then publish the official notices and proceedings of Todd County in the Osakis Anchor newspaper as space is available at no extra cost to the county for the year of 2024, but I believe he meant 2025. So that is what we have received. That's the only one. He attached the publisher's agreement, so we see that the entities that he spoke of have signed off on that. And so if the board so chooses, they can move with this resolution with the bid.
Thank you. So we have a resolution to use the Long Prairie Leader as the official newspaper designation. Is there a motion? Can I get a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve the Long Prairie Leader as the official newspaper.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Becker. Any discussion from the board? Hearing no discussion, we can take this to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
The next item then is to establish the 2025 extra publication newspaper designation. Background, Minnesota State Statute 375.12 requires an annual letting of bids to be held for publication of the extra proceedings of Todd County board meetings and notices. And also, again, the leader has submitted a bid for that.
Here we have the extra, you got that one there? Okay,
I have this,
sorry.
yes. So it's from the Long Prairie Leader. The Long Prairie Leader, I ripped that now, respectfully submits the rate of $13 per column inch for the designation of extra printing of the financial statement of the year 2024 to be printed in 2025. The bid is made jointly on behalf of the Long Prairie Leader, Independent News Herald of Clarissa, and Staples World of Staples. Signed, Jason Brown. And if he's going at 13, that is an increase of $1 from last year, because last year was $12. So this one did see a $1 increase.
Okay, so we're on 8.3, the extra publication newsletter designation. I'm looking for a motion to accept Long Prairie Leader as that designation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Tim Denny, Commissioner Denny. Second, anyone?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noska. Is there any discussion on this matter? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And ayes have it.
The next item I have then is the 2025 Todd County Board of Commissioners Board Protocol. The background, the Todd County Board of Commissioners wish to create a transparent process for the order of the county board meeting and notices. The Todd County Board of Commissioners met in a work session on December 17th to consider or propose updates to the Todd County Board Protocol document for 2025. Your recommendation is to adopt the attached resolution to establish the 2025 Board Protocol, and I do believe we have sent that along out to you guys previously with the red changes. Of course, it would be dates here for hearings. I don't think anything else was updated other than we had a request to add every board member or member of the public or member of the press shall conduct themselves with professionalism and exhibit respectful communication with one another during the meeting. This includes giving full attention to the meeting, turn to vibrate or turn off all electronic communication devices, and limit side conversations during the meeting. And that was the only thing that we have changed or added to the board protocol. And I also recommend that it wasn't listed in there, but just as an acting chairperson, we kindly remind you also to let people know in the audience that if they're wearing a hat in a public meeting, that they should remove their hat during the meeting. That's the only changes to that, though.
Thank you. So we have in front of us the 2025 Todd County Board of Commissioners Board Protocol. Has everyone had an opportunity to read it? Okay. So having a chance to read it, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the protocol.
I will make that motion to approve the board protocol with the added.
Motion made by Commissioner Becker. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Newman. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it.
Next item I have then is the 2025 board meeting date schedule. Background is customary for the County Board of Commissioners to set the county board meeting schedule at the first board meeting of each year and adjust accordingly for known scheduling conflicts. The recommendation is to approve to continue to hold the county board commissioner board meetings on the first and third Tuesday of every month at 9 a.m. in the Todd County Historic Courthouse, and work sessions designated by the board chairperson or 3 members of the county board as deemed necessary. The county board also approves that the year-end board meeting be scheduled for December 30th, 2025. And we, looking at the calendar, did not see any adjustments this year because we don't have a state election and AMC has been moved, so I think we're good. And we can always change something in the year if something would come up.
Very good, thank you. So we have a proposal here to look at the board meeting date schedule. Can I get a motion to approve these dates?
So moved.
Mr. Denny has approved it. Second,
I'll second that.
and second by Mr. Noska. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the ayes have it.
All right, and then the 2025 committee assignments. It's customary that the Board of Commissioners establish and reaffirm the committees to which they are a member of each calendar year. The recommendation is to approve the attached resolution adopting the Commissioners' committee assignments for 2025. We did go through this at the last work session. If you had a chance to review it, the only items that we need to determine on these would be the chair and vice, which is established now with Byers and Danny. Unless you had any other changes? I didn't receive any, so.
Okay, so we have the committee assignments in front of us. Does anybody have any input as what we have on writing right now, the working draft? If there's no other additions or deletions or changes, I'd ask for a motion to approve this, committee assignments.
Make a motion to approve the committee assignments.
Thank you. Commissioner Becker has made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
And Commissioner Newman on the second. And any discussion further? Hearing none, all in favor
Aye.
Aye.
and opposed? The ayes have it.
And the last item I have then is the depository designation. Background per Minnesota State statute and auditing standards, the designation of depositories, investments, and electronic fund transfers shall be approved by the governing body annually. The recommendation is to approve the attached resolution of the designee of depositories, investments, and electronic funds. The attachment does show the list of where we invest currently. As of yesterday, I did not have Unity Bank on here, so I would like to make one change. And under the Magic Fund, the next bullet point would be Unity Bank. I was going out for bids for a couple large CDs yesterday. He has not gotten back to me, but when I went to pull this up, I'm like, oh, I don't have Unity Bank on here, so I couldn't even invest with him, even if he had a good rate. So this was already part of the board packet, so I'd like to change that and add Unity Bank if I could.
Okay, we have a resolution in front of us to designate the depositories, investments, electronic, and fund transfers as shown in the document with the addition of Unity Bank. Can I get a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Commissioner Newman has made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Noska. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor
Aye.
Aye.
and opposed? The ayes have it.
Thank you.
And we're on to 9.1, Mitch.
8.8.
8.8 was added. I'm sorry, thank you.
Sorry, Mitch, I'm first.
Slow down, slow down.
Oh,
Mitch.
yes, I'm
I
sorry.
think I'm first.
Yes, you are.
Back
I'm
in the
sorry.
You can sit with me though. Okay, we're gonna fight. Okay. Yes, and I know this is a late add to the meeting today. So just some background information. The Facilities Committee has been working diligently along with Facilities Director Mitch Johnson on our parking lot across Second Street here from the courthouse facility. As I was doing research on grants, I came across a grant through the Minnesota Department of Transportation called the Minnesota Active Transportation Grant, which is a grant that assists with anytime you have sidewalks, crosswalks, lighting, things that make it safer for pedestrians and bicyclers. So in reading it, I thought, you know what, it looks like the aspects of our parking lot for the sidewalks, the lighting, and our sidewalk up the hill look like they would fall under this grant. The deadline for the grant to be submitted is January 17th, and that's why I'm kind of under a timeline here. So presenting the background is the Department of Transportation's 2024 Minnesota State Active Transportation Grant application is nearing completion and will be ready to be submitted. This grant does require that the Todd County Board of Commissioners pass a resolution to authorize the submission of the grant and authorize the Auditor Treasurer's Office to act as the fiscal agent. The recommendation is that the Todd County Board of Commissioners approves the following by motion: adoption of the attached resolution to authorize the Department of Transportation 2024 Minnesota State Active Transportation Grant application in the amount of $56,168 to be submitted and to authorize the Auditor Treasurer's Office to act as fiscal agent. And your options would be to adopt the attached resolution or to not adopt the attached resolution. And the $56,168 is half of the mobilization cost for equipment, the lighting expenses that the engineer has estimated, and the cost of the sidewalk improvement along Second Street, and then a sidewalk up the hill up here to the facilities. That is all included in that $56,168,000. The total cost of the project is $237,045.90, which is budgeted for through our facilities department. So I'm just asking the board to approve a resolution for me to submit that grant application. As part of it, I will also be attending the City of Long Prairie's council meeting tomorrow night and asking them to also support a resolution for the county to apply for the grant, mainly because we do cross Second Street, which is their street out here in front. So I'm just asking for the board's support in adopting the resolution.
Thank you. Mitch, you just joined. Did you want anything to add?
Yeah, we based our, the grant funding, or the portion of, was based of our cost estimate provided by Winseth. We haven't gone out for bid yet, but required by the grant was an estimated cost, and we received that from Winseth, our professional services engineer. So that's where we got those numbers from. They aren't just made-up numbers. They're the estimated cost, excuse me, provided by the professional services contractor. So,
Thank you.
yep.
So we have a resolution in front of us to give the okay on this application for $56,160 grant to help with the parking lot street project. Do I have a motion, or do I have any?
I'll move that to apply for the grant.
Okay, Commissioner Becker has made that move. Is there a second?
I'll second the resolution.
Seconded by Commissioner Noska. Any discussion further? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie.
Nope, you're fine, you're fine. Good morning, everyone. I'm here today with, the topic is the Battle Point Park point person. The background on this, direction has been given by the Todd County Board to have the facilities manager oversee Battle Point Park maintenance. This will allow Battle Point Park to be a part of the maintenance plan, and also will give a contact person for the park board. The options are to make the facilities manager the point person of the Battle Point Park, do not approve request, approve different option, and the recommendation is for the Todd County Board of Commissioners to approve the following by motion: to make the facilities manager the point person for the Battle Point Park.
Madam Chair, I'll move, can we have a discussion first?
Of course. Please do.
Sorry, Barb. We should add the trail to this,
Okay?
the Wabagon Trail, because it is parks and trails. That needs to be overseen too. And then work closely with Public Works
Correct.
and the trail.
Yep. I think, especially on this, if I can talk a little bit on behalf of my discussion with Public Works, they've currently are keeping tabs on the Wabagon Trail. It's something that Lauren and I have discussed, our Public Works Director, about how they maintain it, and keeping in close contact with myself and him on the projects that are going on with it. So also Adam Olson, the supervisor over there as well. So.
Okay, and I'd also like to add that you attend the park board meetings
Okay.
when they have them. So I think the first one will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Where do they currently meet?
Here.
Here at 7?
I believe those are
In a prairie room.
quarterly usually. I believe they're quarterly
Okay.
meetings, Mitch.
I can certainly do that. Obviously, being after hours, there may be some conflicts, but I will try to make everyone that I can. And then I will report whatever we have findings with either the facilities department, the facilities committee, if they have something that they'd like to push forward, and just follow basically our procedure, right? Like we do now, we basically come to the facilities committee with any projects we have going forward, and then to the county board, however we're directed by this facilities committee. So,
Right. And then you'll also be working closely with Sentence to Serve,
absolutely.
depending on, how many individuals that they have available to do any of the work out there.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm going to bring, once this is approved, I'm going to bring to the park board is kind of like my detailed list of where we see this fitting, what we think is the best solution for the Battle Point Park as far as the maintenance schedule, things that we see that are a problem, things that we see that are good that we're doing. And just, we're doing a good job out there right now with the people that are involved. We just need to basically get a one direction, one formatty, so there's a direction for the park to go. And I from the concerns that I've heard, there's no point person to talk to, there's nobody to steer it in a direction. So that's where I get involved, and we'll do the best we can to listen to the park board with the direction they like to have it. And plus, with our plan as well as Todd County, right? We need to be cognizant of what we do for everything going forward. So that's what we'll be looking at with the plan.
Okay, any other discussion?
I just want to go back and ask Randy, were these items you wanted part of this board action, or was that just your discussion to inform Mitch?
I
I'm
think
just
that should
asking.
be on the board action myself.
So you had attend park board meeting, and what was your first one?
It was
on trail.
attend park board meeting quarterly. The first one is tomorrow night at 7 PM. And then add direction on the Wobbegong Trail as well in conjunction with Public Works. So basically work hand in hand with Public Works on the Wobbegong Trail. We'll also, obviously, with the parking lot portion of it, we'll be working with Public Works there as well. They have equipment that, we don't have in the facilities. So it's gonna be a group effort. Somebody to organize that effort is what we're looking for.
I just wanted to clarify if it was part of this.
Yep,
board action.
that's what I had written down as
Thank
the
you.
extra.
Okay, so is there any other discussion? Does everyone understand what the additions are to the board action form? Okay. I see everybody's head nodding, so that being the case, if I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Newman, second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Becker. All approved? All in favor, I'm sorry, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And the ayes have it.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, if I
Thanks for
will-
your,
Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thanks for stepping up, and I know the park board is going to be very excited for their,
Yeah, I'm excited to
person.
get on board and learn the ins and outs of the park. This is obviously new to me, but I feel we're in good, we've got a good grasp on what I've been out there a few times to take a look at it, and I can see some things that I think we could do better, and I see some things out there that are moving really well. So I'll bring those to the table tomorrow, and then anytime the board would like, as a full board, if they want some discussion on this, just feel free to reach out. So,
the collaboration is we're very thankful for that. Good job.
no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, if I can just circle back to 8.6, I just want a clarification on those committees, because I'm the one that stated that the two to be determined on your listing would be the chair and the vice chair. And I just want to make sure that that's how you still want it to stay for like the financial committee, the leadership, the personnel, that you weren't making any other changes as a board.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
That's the way I believe I did that motion, Denise.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that, so yes.
And I don't know who seconded, but
Yes, I have Becker and Newman. So I just wanted to clarify that a second time, that you guys were all understanding
they
that,
take the normal
Yep.
board and,
that the chair and vice chair.
chair.
felt-
Personnel and finance and.
Yep.
yes.
Really?
Really?
Are you?
Positive.
Okay, well,
I just want to clarify.
I guess that's
We're
part of the
good.
deal.
All right, we're good. We can move
12
on then.
months. Okay, so moving on to standing reports. County auditor, treasurer.
We're right now wrapping up year end, getting all those files secured. We are already beginning on work for the audit that'll happen in March. We're also working on the soil and water conservation district's audit with CLA. They're requesting things, so it's never ending, and moving forward with the new year. And I just, again, want to thank the chair and vice chair going out for all their hard work this past year, and welcome the new chair and vice chair to this position. You'll be working closely with my team, so it'll be a good year.
Wonderful. We're looking forward to it too. And they did a great job. Thank you, Commissioner Newman, Commissioner Becker. County attorney report.
Mr. Chairman, nothing to report.
Moving on, county coordinator.
And Mr. Chairman, I want to put my time over to acknowledge also being new this year as the county coordinator. I'd like to acknowledge Commissioner Becker and Commissioner Newman, who have given their leadership, time, and effort for the betterment of Todd County over this past 4 years. On behalf of the citizens, employees, and all of us here, I extend our deepest gratitude for your hard work and dedication, and I just want to say thank you. So thank you very much.
And we'll go on to our commissioners' standing reports. Let's start on the end with Commissioner Denny.
Yep, just Aside from working through union negotiations, all the other committees have been kind of end of year stuff, budget stuff, and going forward, we had a few new members on couple different committees, but we're filling positions, and so nothing too alarming right now on those ones. Thank you.
Wonderful. And Commissioner Newman?
Yeah, same with me with the union negotiations. And besides that, I just want to thank Commissioner Becker for all of her support the last couple of years. We went through a time when we lost a commissioner, and we had to step up a little bit. And Barb, it's always a pleasure to work with you. Continue to work with you the next 4 years. I am happy for Commissioner Byers, Commissioner Denny, Commissioner Noska. You guys are doing a good job, and that's what makes a board. We can talk, and communication is a very key thing on this board. So just thank you. I'm looking forward to 2025.
Here we go. Commissioner Becker?
Yes, I would like to thank the employees of Todd County for working with me for especially the last year, being board chair. Commissioner Newman, Commissioner Denny, Commissioner Noska, Commissioner Byers. I agree with Commissioner Newman that it takes communications between all of us to be able to move forward, and we're going to have an interesting year working with the unions yet, so we'll continue forward on. The only meeting I attended was the union meeting on Friday also.
Thank you. And Commissioner Noska?
Yeah, other than what's been said by the other commissioners, yes, it's a new year. Looking forward to some changes and moving forward with, like you said, union negotiations. Other than that, yesterday we had some interviews for Todd Wadena Community Corrections agent, and we had a couple real good candidates, a couple real good interviews. Really happy in the direction that's going. We're gonna have one of those if they fit, if they'll accept. We're gonna have a good candidate there, so pretty excited for that going forward.
Awesome. And unfortunately, I've been out sick a couple days with my Randy Travis voice here, but that's going to go away, so don't get used to it. And I guess that's it. So we'll call recess until our next meeting, January 21st. And we're closed.
Motion to adjourn.
Can you make a motion for that?
No,
You need a motion?
I'm
We
sorry,
usually
do I need a motion to close?
You
I do need a motion to close.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Denny motions to close. Second?
Sorry,
Recess.
recess.
I'll
Sorry.
second to recess.
Recess, there we go. We're in recess.
Only found that gavel.
We even
Wow, that
got a
was a
piece
quick
of,
one. Nice
wood to
job,
put it on.